Coming up next, the gates are open at Petco Park for excited Padres fans getting their first look at a renovated Gallagher Square. We're live.
A Working For You follow-up, what our investigation into one man's withheld water bills turned up.
Plus, State Farm is about to drop tens of thousands of policies, what it could mean for you.
And why some people are calling for a Tyson Foods boycott tonight. CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
This is CBS 8 News Live at 6.
Baseball is back in the East Village tonight with excited Padres fans packing Petco Park. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
Happy Monday. I'm Marcella Lee. We are only about 40 minutes away from tonight's exhibition game against the Seattle Mariners. And Padres fans have also been enjoying a renovated Gallagher Square. CBS 8's Steve Price joins us live from Petco Park tonight with all the excitement. Steve?
And there definitely is excitement. So FanFest was supposed to take place this weekend, but because of the weather, they moved it to today. And then they told all those fans, hey, not only can you enjoy FanFest, check out the new stadium stuff, but you can also stay for the exhibition game. So we have been seeing a steady stream of fans heading into Petco Park, and they are going to see some really cool new stuff. Check it out. The first big change you're going to notice out here at Gallagher Square is this area now called Tony Gwynn Terrace. They took out all of the real grass and put in this fake stuff to save water. And then they also added this seating here so you can enjoy a concert over at the Saquon stage. But what I really like about this is that you get a much better view into the park. So if you're sitting out here to watch a game, you can catch the action. So why do they call this Tony Gwynn Terrace? Well, that's why. They moved the Tony Gwynn statue up here, which is cool for a couple of reasons. Number one, you can see it from all over the park. And number two, you'll notice that he's batting against that pitcher down there. Yeah, Trevor Hoffman. They also moved the ballpark where the kids get to play an actual game. Not quite as big as it was before, but still is fun. Ooh, I'm out. The improvements to the Gallagher Square area are cool, but this is where the Padres really hit it out of the park. This play area for kids, which has this, the world's tallest climbable bat. But that's not all you'll find out here. There are a ton of different obstacles, things to keep the kids busy for hours. But of course, my favorite is right over here. Come for a ride. Down the slide. By now you're probably thinking, Steve, all this new kid stuff is cool, but what about food? There are a bunch of new options this year, including a new Mediterranean place, a new Italian place, and Ann's Gelato, which is going to be one of the hottest sellers out here. This place is so popular around San Diego, and it's sure to be a hit at Petco Park. Last but not least, the Padres are ready for the dog days of summer with this, an off-leash dog park that'll be open on non-game days as well, so the people who live in this area can use it whenever they want. So all in all, a $20 million renovation to that Gallagher Square area. By the way, this is the 20th anniversary season of the Padres playing in Petco, and I'll tell you what, for a place that's 20 years old, it still looks amazing, still ranks among the top when you talk to people about the best places to watch a baseball game. So we are just so lucky to have this here, and we are ready for another great season. Should I mention that the Padres right now have the most wins of any team in Major League Baseball? I mean, yeah, we've only played 2, and everyone else has played none. But we did beat the Dodgers, Carlo. We've beaten the Dodgers already.
So it's a good start, is what you're saying. I'm a little bit worried about your side and back after that swing, Steve. It didn't look good, but we'll get to that later. A reminder for everyone out there, when is opening day at Petco Park? And most importantly, are there still any tickets available?
Opening day here at Petco Park Thursday, going to take on the other dreaded team, the San Francisco Giants. The game actually sold out. They do have a couple of standing room only spots out at that Gallagher Square area if you get to them quickly, but all the seats in the stadium gone. People are excited. Juan Soto may be gone, but you know what? We got a lot of other talent, and we are excited about the season.
And much better swings than what we saw out of you there. Steve Price reporting for us live. Thanks, Steve. Oh, come on, he's having fun out there.
Steve covered a lot of ground today. He was all
really
over
did.
the park and talking about the food and.
Don't hurt yourself, Steve.
Yeah, it was nice that you know, the rain held off. San
Yeah.
Diego dried out a little bit today. Boy, it was rainy and windy over the weekend.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis here. Hit and miss with that rain. I wish it would just miss us for the rest, you know, the month,
I know.
spring, but maybe not.
It's like a tease. Like we had that spring weather and last week was so great. And then we had the weekend, a late season winter storm. And yeah, hit or miss when it came to activity. Some areas over a three-day period saw significant rainfall. Others, well, no. So let's take a look at current conditions. We do have some clouds that are out there. We did dry out for today. We did have some early light showers, and we're still holding on to a chance we could see some activity by tomorrow morning across inland areas. But when it does come to three-day rain totals and even some snow totals, you had a couple of inches for Palomar Mountain, also 3 inches for Mount Laguna. When it came to rainfall, it was not as significant for areas like Encinitas. That's actually around a seasonal well, total, not really talking about a lot of rainfall, but we did have more than a ½ inch. We saw that for Valley Center, the same for Ramona, as well as for Santee and Lake Cuyamaca saw more than 2½ inches. All right, so we take a little bit of a break. High pressure builds in. They're holding on to a chance we could see some early morning stuff. And then, yes, we do have the weekend ahead and more rain Saturday, Sunday, and through Monday morning. We'll get to some details coming up. Marcella, Carlo.
Thanks, Carlene. Good news for a Mission Hills homeowner who knows CBS 8 is working for you. So he contacted us after getting a notice from the city saying he had abnormal water usage.
Our David Gofferson went to work and discovered the man's account was actually flagged for less than normal water usage.
The morning after the segment aired, I began receiving emails and phone calls from the water department.
I interviewed Ken Pirelli on Wednesday about a notice from the city of San Diego saying his water bills were being withheld pending an investigation into, quote, abnormal water usage. Ken told me he couldn't get through on the telephone to the city's water department.
The customer service, lack of picking up the phone is the end of the problem, but the start of the problem is a lack of meter readers.
When he finally did get through, the customer service rep told Ken his water bills had been estimated for months because of a city staffing shortage of meter readers. And his water usage was abnormal because it was actually way down from the year before.
November of 2023 was the first time that I got a notice of an abnormal usage, and that's because that's the first time the city read my meter in 6 months.
Turns out Ken had an extra person living in his house in 2022, meaning his water usage went up. And the city was using those old usage amounts to estimate his bills for most of 2023.
The true-up calculation resulted in a under $500 bill that I needed to pay for the last 6 months.
Ken now says he's planning on writing a letter to the Public Utilities Department suggesting they stop withholding so many accounts. He also thinks the city needs to change the language in its notification letter to be more transparent about the city's staffing problems.
It's about communication and I think better transparency. And I think the citizens here would become a lot more comfortable and supportive of the water department working through their problems.
Now, the city tells me they continue to hire meter readers every month, and they claim since October, staff has completed all meter reading routes each month. But they do admit occasionally a meter cannot be read, and in those cases, those meters have to be estimated.
David, so we've seen what has happened in other cases where customers actually get their water bills withheld for months, and then they end up getting huge bills for thousands of dollars. We've done many reports on that. Do you know how many customers have had their bills withheld at this point?
Tens of thousands of customers, and the city says they are reducing that number every month. But currently, more than 24,000 water customers have been flagged while their bills are being investigated.
That is a big portion of San Diego water customers, so we'll have to keep on track, but at least good news for this one homeowner. Thanks so much for the update. Some SDG&E customers will see a credit on their bills next month. According to the utility, residential customers will receive a $78.22 credit on their energy bill in April. If you use natural gas, you will get a nearly $59 credit for that portion of your bill. In October, a second credit will be applied to customers with electric service. This is being made possible through the California Climate Credit Program as part of the state's effort to fight climate change.
The San Diego State Aztecs men's basketball team is in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament for the second year in a row.
The Aztecs are getting ready right now to go up against the team that ended their championship run last year, the Yukon Huskies. The Huskies are the #1 seed in the East region and reigning national champs. The Aztecs game is set for Thursday with a 4:39 p.m. tip-off. Marcus Greaves will have more details on the game ahead later in sports.
The Amtrak tracks running between San Diego, Orange County, and LA are back open now completely. Crews have finished a 200-foot-long wall to shore up a hillside in San Clemente and keep mud and other debris from falling on the tracks. A landslide shut down a 7-mile stretch of the tracks back in January. That had a significant impact on people who depend on rail service.
When it's shut down, it's disastrous, and it just completely ruins, your entire frame of mind as to how am I going to get to work, what time do I have to leave.
The wall is only a temporary solution as the hillside continues to slide. Metrolink tells us a more permanent solution comes with a very expensive price tag.
A warning tonight for State Farm customers. Still ahead, why the company is dropping tens of thousands of policies.
Plus a Costco crackdown, what you need to know before you head to the food court for a hot dog or slice of pizza.
Scientists are studying how iron influences a plant's immunity, all in the name of climate change. More details in an Earth 8 report.